Hello and welcome to Brainy Gardener. In this video, I'm going to show you 25 different succulents that are perfect for trailing or hanging. Not all succulents are created equal. Some are tall and spindly, while others are short and squat. Still, others have long, trailing vines that make them perfect for hanging baskets or other vertical spaces. For gardeners who want a little variety in their succulent collection, but not a lot of room to grow more than one plant at a time, these hanging succulent plants offer an easy way to add color and texture to an indoor space without taking up too much space. So whether you're a beginner or an expert gardener, you'll find something in this video that you'll love. Let us get started. Number 1. Burros Tail, Sedum morganianum. Burros Tail, also known as donkey's tail, is a beautiful trailing succulent that is native to Mexico. It's called the Burros Tail because of its long, cascading stems that resemble a donkey's tail. The leaves are quite small and silver green. They are densely packed along the stems, which can reach up to 4 feet in length. The leaves are arranged close together and overlap each other. This is what gives the plant its iconic trailing stem. Number 2. Tail Cactus, Aporocactus flagelliformis. The tail cactus is a cactus native to Mexico and Central America. It is called the tail cactus because its stems grow long, thin, and hairy, resembling a rat's tail. The plant itself is a versatile cactus that can be grown as a potted plant or in a hanging basket. But only hanging baskets tend to take full advantage of its growing habits. The tail cactus is easily recognizable by its long, thin green stems. Number 3. String of pearls, Senecio Rowleyanus. The string of pearls is a beautiful trailing succulent that is native to South Africa. It's called the string of pearls because of the small, round, bead-like leaves that resemble pearls. The leaves are quite thin and fragile, so they break easily if handled roughly. The stems of this plant can grow up to 3 feet in length and like to hang over the edge of a pot or container. Number 4. Variegated trailing jade plant, Crassula Sarmentosa Comet. The variegated trailing jade plant is a beautiful hanging succulent that is native to South Africa. It's a member of the Crassulaceae family, which includes well-known succulents like the jade plant and stonecrop. This is a beautiful, low-growing variety of jade-like plants that's perfect for hanging baskets. It has the same fleshy, water-storing leaves as the common jade plant, but the leaves are variegated with creamy white margins. Number 5. Trailing jade plant, Senecio Jacobsenii. Trailing jade is a trailing succulent that's perfect for hanging baskets. It has beautiful, heart-shaped leaves and can trail down several feet if left unchecked. The plant originates from South Africa and requires very little care to thrive. Although it shares a part of its common name with Crassula ovata, the jade plant, the two species aren't related. It's just that Senecio Jacobsenii looks similar to the jade plant, thus the name. Number 6. October Daphne, Sedum Sieboldii. The October Daphne is a beautiful succulent that's perfect for adding some color to your garden in autumn. The plant is also called Siebold's set of nice plant. It's a fast-growing succulent that can quickly fill up a hanging basket or wall planter. The leaves are gray-green with red highlights. They hang on thin trailing stems that are light pink to red. The highlight feature of these plants is their flowers. Number 7. Dancing Bones. Dancing Bones is a small shrub-like cactus that grows to about 6 inches in height. The plant gets its name from its long, thin, spindly stems that resemble bones. It is also called drunkard's dream and bottle cactus. It's a common misconception that dancing bones is a succulent plant, but in fact, it is not. This plant has no leaves at all. Instead, it only has thin, distinctly segmented stems that look like the joints of a skeleton, hence the name. Number 8. Ruby necklace, Othonna capensis. The ruby necklace is a trailing succulent with long stems that can grow up to 2 feet in length. It is also known as the string of rubies. The leaves are small and oval-shaped, with a regular green coloration common in succulents. But what sets this plant apart from all the others is that, under stress, these leaves turn a beautiful ruby red. This drastic color change happens gradually, but it's a sight to behold when it does. Number 9. String of hearts, Ceropegia woodii. The string of hearts is a hanging succulent with heart-shaped leaves that hails from South Africa. It's a vining plant that can climb up to 3 feet in length, making it perfect for hanging baskets. This succulent has many common names describing its distinctly shaped leaves. It is called necklace vine, rosary vine, hearts entangled, and chain of hearts, among others. Number 10. String of nickels, Dischidia nummularia. The string of nickels is one of the more unusual-looking hanging succulents out there. It's a trailing plant so it's perfect for hanging baskets or as a ground cover. The leaves are small and round, arranged in pairs along the stems. They're fleshy but flattened, which gives them the appearance of nickel. The flowers are tiny and inconspicuous. They appear in summer and are followed by equally small fruits. Number 11. Christmas cactus, Schlumbergera x buckleyi. The Christmas cactus is a hybrid cactus that's popular during the holiday season, hence its common name. In fact, the entire Schlumbergera genus falls under this category. Plants in this genus make for gorgeous hanging plants. Don't let the name fool you. This plant is not a typical cactus. In fact, it's more closely related to epiphytes like orchids and bromeliads. It has succulent-like stems that are segmented and flat, with each segment having numerous small spines. Number 12. Porcelain Flower, Hoya pachaclata. The porcelain flower is a beautiful succulent that is native to Thailand and nearby countries. It's called the porcelain flower because of the shape of its flower clusters, which resemble porcelain cups. The porcelain flower is an evergreen vine that can grow up to 6 feet long. It has thick, glossy leaves that are dark green in color. The leaves sprout in an alternate pattern along the stems. Number 13. Livingstone daisy plant, Dorothanthes flagelliformis. The livingstone daisy plant is a succulent native to South Africa. It gets its common name from the way its leaves and stems look as if they're covered in frost. It is also called the ice plant. This plant is a popular choice for hanging baskets because its trailing habit makes it a perfect fit. It is a versatile plant at home as a regular houseplant or as a wall cascade. Number 14. Sedum littlesii, stonecrop. The littlesii sedum is a type of stonecrop that is perfect for planting and hanging baskets. It gets its common name from its small, dainty leaves and flowers. It's a fast-growing plant that can quickly fill out a hanging basket or container garden. The leaves are green with a touch of red on the tips. They're very thick and fleshy, which helps the plant store water in times of drought. Number 15. String of bananas, Senecio radicans. The string of bananas is a succulent that's native to South Africa. It's called the string of bananas because of the shape of its leaves, which are thick, fleshy, curved, and distinctly reminiscent of bananas. As you might have guessed, this hanging succulent is closely related to the string of pearls, both plants coming from the same genus. However, it is significantly easier to care for in comparison. Number 16. Elephant bush, Porcelain Flower. The elephant bush is a native of South Africa that has become a very popular houseplant in recent years. It's an easy plant to care for, and it can tolerate a wide range of growing conditions. It is a perennial shrub that is best displayed as a hanging succulent. Its leaves are quite similar to that of the jade plant, though the two plants aren't related in any way. Number 17. String of tears. The string of tears is native to South Africa. It is a unique-looking plant that's perfect for hanging baskets. It gets its common name from the fact that its leaves resemble teardrops. The leaves are like little green beads with a sharp point hanging onto a thin green stem. The string of tears is among the faster-growing hanging succulents you can find and can quickly fill up a hanging basket or trail down from a shelf. Number 18. Calico kitten succulent, Crassula pellucida variegata. Calico kitten succulent is one of the most popular hanging succulents around. It's often used in vertical gardens because it cascades over the edge of a pot or basket so beautifully. The calico kitten succulent is a small, shrubby hanging succulent that gets its common name from its leaves, which are variegated with spots that resemble a calico cat. Number 19. Lantern flower, Ceropegia hegarthii. The lantern flower, also called the parachute flower, and the bushman's pipe, is native to South Africa and gets its common name from its lantern-like flowers. It's related to the Ceropegia woodii, which we've mentioned earlier. The lantern flower is a climbing or trailing succulent with egg-shaped, semi-ovate leaves that are light green and appear in pairs on opposite sides of the stem. Number 20. The string of buttons, Crassula perforata. String of buttons is a trailing succulent. It's a native of South Africa, and it gets its common name from the shape of its leaves, which are round and flat stacked on top of each other to form tiny columns. The string of buttons is a fast-growing succulent that can quickly fill up a pot or hanging basket. The stems can get long and leggy, so it's best to give them some kind of support to climb on. Number 21. Hindu rope plant, Hoya carnosa compacta. The Hindu rope plant, crinkle curl. It's a succulent native to Asia that's a variety of the wax plant, Hoya carnosa. It gets its common name from the thick, rope-like stems that cascade over the edge of a pot or hanging basket. The Hindu rope has dark green leaves with light green veins running through them. The margins of the leaves are often curled under, giving them a cupped appearance. Number 22. Peanut cactus, Echinopsis chamaecyrius. The peanut cactus is a native of Bolivia and Argentina. It's one of the smallest members of the Echinopsis species, only reaching about 6 inches in height. It's called the peanut cactus because of the shape of its stems, which are quite small, resembling peanuts. But don't eat them, they're not edible. The flowers are also quite small and unimpressive, so it's best to appreciate this plant for its overall form, rather than its individual parts. Number 23. Monkey's tail cactus, Clestocactus calaimanones. The monkey's tail is a succulent native to Bolivia, and a part of the cactus family. This plant is called the monkey's tail because of its long, tail-like stems that can grow up to 3 feet in length. If you've seen the rat tail cactus, the monkey tail will look quite similar. Consider it a bushier, thicker version of the rat tail cactus with longer stems. Number 24. Ghost plant, Graphoptalum paraguayans. The ghost plant is a succulent that's native to Mexico. It's called the ghost plant because of the pale coloration of its leaves, which are gray-green with a hint of blue. The plant also goes by the name mother-of-pearl plant. When starting, this plant has a rosette-forming habit. These rosettes emerge from the central stem. As the stem elongates, the placement of new rosettes gets further and further away from the central plant. Number 25. Kitten Ears, Cyanodes simoleonsis. The kitten ears is a small, low-growing or hanging succulent that's perfect for hanging baskets. It has a mat-forming and trailing habit. If you pot it up in a container, it will quickly spread and fill out the crevices until it covers every inch. It's called the kitten ears plant because of the shape of its leaves. They're oblong and curved into themselves.